It's the tech therapist here. So today, in today's tutorial, we are going to be learning about text and how to format the text. For example, italicizing it, bolding it, and all that. So without further ado, let's get started. So last tutorial, we learned how to make headings. So I'll just put in the biggest one, H1, then close that, and say, text playground, because we're just going to be playing around with text the entire video. Run that, make sure it's working. Alright, cool. So first things first, a paragraph. So in order to create a paragraph, P, and then you can simply close that, and then inside that you can put your paragraph. I'll just say, hi, it's the tech therapist here. Whoops. Alright, if I run that, that's how it looks like. So say I wanted to italicize or bold that. Here's how I would do that. So, italicizing, you need the I tag. So, put the I over there, and then that I tag. Then we can run that, and then notice how it does that. Before we get into bolding, I want you to notice that the paragraph tags are inside of the I tag, because it's representing the entire paragraph. If you want, you can just highlight one word, italicize one word or like a phrase. If I say tech therapist, I want to italicize that. I put I over there, and then I end that. Then if I run that, boom. Now let's get into bolding really quick. To bold, very hard indeed. You need the B tag. So after doing that, we run that, and it's bolded. And then, like I said, similar to the I tag, we can just bold specific words in there. Now, before we get into other formatting commands, we can also use these tags. There's a tag called EM. It basically stands for emphasis. And we'll see what it does. Here. It highlights it. So you might be wondering what on earth is the difference between EM and I. So the only difference between the two is EM basically puts more of an emphasis on it for blind people. Say someone blind chooses to use a screen reader. If you have an EM tag, the screen reader will put an emphasis on the words you put an EM tag on. However, it won't do the same for an I tag. So, and then there's also one for bold. It's called strong. Then end that. Whoops. Yikes. It ended over there. My bad. Alright. Yes. It's basically just strengthening the thing by bolding it. Now, let's discuss how to do strike-throughs. So, to do a strike-through, you can do del, delete, basically. Although it technically doesn't delete anything, it just puts a strike-through through it. Then just end that tag over there. Then if you put that, it crosses that out. And then you can just do it for specific words or phrases if you want to. Now we'll move on to underlining text. um, I and S, that just means insert. And then we can end that tag over there. And it just says insert because underline usually implies the meaning that it's been inserted. So just underlines all that. Then we can dive into something. Usually this is done in CSS, but sometimes if you want, you can do this in HTML. You can just put the small tag, and it just makes the text a bit smaller. Then, like I said before, you can always customize these sizes in CSS. We will learn that later. So over here, these are, this is the smaller text. So that's done. And then, last but definitely not least, superscripts and subscripts. If you don't know what that is, superscript is basically something that goes higher than the text, and subscript is something that goes a bit lower than the text. I'll give you an example. If I put a superscript on Tech Therapist over there, to do a superscript, type SUP, and then end that tag over there. Notice that it brings it up. So, like, some mathematical concepts, including exponents, will require a superscript. So that is when you can use a superscript. Then we have subscript. To do a subscript, super similar. We just have to do SUB, B as in banana. So SUB and that tag, and we get that. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for part 2 of this. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you for listening.